Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, we'll start with you. This series has the feel of one that's about to get very interesting.
Well, here's a little comparison of these two teams. Looking at it earlier, to me, the story is all about the pitching. Both squads have some good arms, and the team that gets the best outings are probably going to come out on top.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Drawing closer to the start of game one, let's join public address announcer Alex Miniak.
And now, your 2020 Colorado Rockies.
Briefly now, we'll look at the two starters who get the ball here in game one. A chance here to check out the starting lineup for the visiting Pirates. Dero, daytime road game for him. What you got?
Well, Matt, when we drove over to the ballpark today, we were expecting some offensive firepower, especially in this yard. It's a hitter's yard, but that could sometimes work against them. I'm interested to see what lineup stays within themselves and executes and manufactures to get this W.
Jim Williams will do the pitching in front of the hometown crowd here in game one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, it's hard to have all four of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
All right, guys, so here's how the Colorado Rockies set up defensively. And let's take a look at Starling Marte, another one of those super athletic outfielders of the new regime. Ability to cover ground, can play multiple positions in the outfield and hit in the middle of the order.
And that'll bring in Adam Frazier. And we are ready for some daytime baseball.
The second baseman, Adam Frazier.
First offering on its way. And we are underway in game one as the first pitch is swung on and missed for the first strike.
First pitch, 105.
The windup and the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Forecast high calls for 80 degrees, but we're at 76 here at opening pitch. And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. And a little off to begin the afternoon as it's to 3-1 now. Colin Moran will be next. Strike 2 called, and it's full 3-2.
Well, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy. The last thing you're expecting is one right down the pipe, and unfortunately, he let that one go, and he'd like to have that pitch back to take a good swing at that one.
So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Colin Moran.
Colin Moran.
And a fastball's in there for strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. Nope. Lays off the sinker here, a ball and a strike. Now a swing and a ground ball for the second baseman Spangenberg. And there's out number 2. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And digging into bat next, the big bat of Josh Bell. 0-1 the count. We're just underway here in Denver. And oh, look out as the cutter ran way in and just about drilled him.
Yeah, and he's letting these guys know early on he's not going to be afraid to work inside. I'm interested to see if that takes some of the aggressiveness away from these hitters.
Slow roller left side. Arenado charging this one on to Morrison at first, and that ends the inning. So a relatively routine. Up next for the Buccos, Gregory Polanco. First pitch of the at-bat.
Gregory Polanco.
Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. The 2-0. Hits the outside corner, strike one. Three balls and a strike to Gregory Polanco.
Now this is a leadoff at bat. Great patience, and he's just waiting for that pitch. That's too good to pass up.
Fouled away. The 3-2 pitch. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. But that'll be off the right field wall.
2-2-2.
And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a two-base hit.
As we take a look at this one, you can see he puts a good swing on it, but I don't think he got her just enough to put some backspin to get it out of here. But hard to complain about a well-hit double, though.
Corey Dickerson is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0. Pulled toward right center field. Blackman has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out. So a runner aboard at second here with one away. And that'll bring up the right-handed hitting Francisco Cervelli. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Skied into straightaway right. Blackman is under it.
Relay.
And he makes the catch for the second out.
No runner. Cut hold.
Now at the plate, Kevin Kramer, runner in scoring position with two gone.
The shortstop.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Polanco at second with two down. And a fastball not close. It's 2-1 now. 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Some pitches.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike three, and that will retire. Left for Pittsburgh. At the plate, Aaron Altair. He'll stand in to open things up here in the third.
Aaron Altair.
And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike one. One and one to Aaron Altair.
1-1.
1-1. Here it comes. Who jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2. And it's fouled away. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Pretty good discipline right there with two strikes. That's a tough sweeping slider. Not many guys lay off that pitch.
Well off the inside that time as the sinker misses for a ball.
You can bet they'd love ball four here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Waiting on it is Dahl. One down. One away now in the Pittsburgh third, and that'll bring up the pitcher Jameson Taillon.
Jameson Taillon.
Strike taken as that one catches the outer part of the plate. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. And this is yanked hard down the left field line. And that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit.
Well, that's demoralizing right there. Nice job by the offensive player getting the head out, but that's got to upset you, thinking that ball might have went foul.
But you know what, you hear it all the time that the game baseball is a game of inches. 1 inch one way or the other could have been the difference between a foul ball and a base hit right over the third base bag.
Hit down the line at first. A pause, and the 0-2 fouled off. The next 0-2, and he fouls this one off. Third inning, no score to this point. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone.
After multiple pitches were fouled off, it gets a little disappointing as a pitcher. So you think to say, I'm going to throw one way off the plate and see if he'll chase it. Didn't happen.
And another foul ball. From the belt, the pitch. And he could only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. Standing in, Colin Moran. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Third baseman.
Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. And it's 2-0 now to Colin Moran.
This is a spot right here playing first base. You have to really be on your toes. With a runner on first, a left-handed hitter up in a 2-0 count. There's a pretty good chance if he hits this.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. At the plate, Jim Williams, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Williams.
And here's a ball hit in the air. And no one will track it down. Fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Oh, and now look at this. The pitcher gives one a ride to deep left. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit.
Hey, don't let the fact that this guy's
Josh Bell the next to hit. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
A count of 1-1 to the Pirates' first baseman. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. Now the 2-1.
1-1-1.
Morrison's there, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. So the bases are empty with one man gone. And the left-handed hitting outfielder Gregory Polanco bats next. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Seems to me like they're pitching him a little bit more cautiously after that double he had his first time up.
Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. That's lifted the other way out to left. Waiting on it is Dahl, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. And with 2 away now, let's give you a look at the big picture here. There you see the participants in this year's playoffs. Digging in, Corey Dickerson. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
And Dickerson behind 0-2 now. Now another 0-2. Ooh, off with that one. Oh, and he misses it. At the plate, Francisco Cervelli. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout.
Francisco Cervelli.
He's set and the pitch. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Counts even at 1-1 to Cervelli.
That pitch just had too much velocity on it for you to catch up to that. Unless you're cheating to a high fastball above the belt and you're all in, I say you got to find a way to lower your sights or it's going to be a tough game.
2 balls and 2 strikes the count to the Pirates catcher. Dickerson is off at first with 2 away. He stays alive, still 2-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Leave 1. Digging in to try it again, Kevin Kramer. He'll start off the 5th in this one.
44.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. A ball and a strike. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a liner. And this is going to be extra bases here to kick off the 5th. And now it'll kick around in the corner.
No runner.
And it's a good start to the inning for the Bucks. It's a leadoff double.
No doubt about it. He was looking fastball all the way there, and that's exactly what he got. Got the barrel out front and just blasted it down the line for an extra base hit. Nobody out, runner in scoring position. Great opportunity here.
Now the 1-0. Taken, strike 1, outside corner. Drives it out to deep right center field. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases.
No runner, no runner. Cut home.
And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Back-to-back doubles now, and that's a great way to get an inning going. The leadoff man shows him how it's done, and he comes right behind him following suit. Lacing a double of his own could be a big inning if this continues.
Showing bunt here, but he takes ball 1.
Hey, I know there's a lot of game left, but that is such an important run there in the top of the first. Try and silence this crowd. I can't tell you. Season play 1 run feels like 3 or 4.
Story is there, and the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Adam Frazier. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. No balls and 1 strike. Swing and a ball sliced foul into the seats down the left field line. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
So the intent of that 0-2 cutter right there isn't necessarily to get a swinging strike. If you get it, well, hey, that's great. But if you get it inside enough and he does make contact, he probably can't do anything with it anyway.
Digging in now, Colin Moran. He's rolled into groundouts a couple of times already here in the ballgame. No balls and a strike to count. 0-1 count, the pitch. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
In today's game, if you're not disciplined for striking out.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Inning for the Pirates. Ready now, Jim Williams. He singled his last time up. Here comes the first pitch. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
We're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This guy continuing to pitch well, and one of the reasons why, first pitch strike ratio over 70% up to this point in this game.
Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole. 0-2 now. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away. Now in the box, Josh Bell. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The pitch. Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. Hits ball 1.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
There's a line drive out toward the gap in right center. Legs churning. He's headed for second.
Relay two.
Oh, this is a great way to start the inning. Now the go-ahead run is on second. A base hit away from coming across. I know it's only the 6th inning, but you'd love to claim the lead right now and let your bullpen carry the load the rest of the way.
First offering on its way. Here's a slider to start things out. Looked at for ball 1.
Wow, count now 1-0 with a real good slugger up at the plate. This is the time as a pitcher you have to really make some good pitches. This is not the time to just groove one right down the middle.
Lifted down the line in left. Dahl's in pursuit, but he won't get there. It falls in. And the run is in to score from second. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Here's the 0-2. Another one sent foul.
Keep battling, young man. 3 foul balls in a row. He is calibrating that heater and the off speed. Let's see if he can catch something on the barrel.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Corey Dickerson becomes the first out of the inning.
Francisco Cervelli.
The 0-1. Grounded down the third baseline. And there's his first base hit in this one. Long throw to third. Throw won't get him. Here comes manager Bud Black out of the dugout.
You might think it's just another win, but it's awfully hard to win in this game, especially on the road. But they find a way to get it done, and they should be very happy with this performance.
8-3 is today's final. The Buccos jump out to a 1-0 series lead.
Here now is our
Jamison
final line
Taillon
score.
is
A check-in call from a representative. This representative wants his client well informed on important matters. He'll have to try again another time. Spring training has come again, and major leaguers begin the process of readying themselves for the challenges of another long season. A young major leaguer is confronted with a role change. The player will accommodate the team's request and surely earn their appreciation. Spring training has come again, and major leaguers begin the process of readying themselves for another long season grind.
Ladies and
Jim
gentlemen,
Williams
your
takes the
attention,
ball
please.
now in inning number 9,
Now,
looking to close the door.
Number 69.
Next for the Dodgers,
Yeah.
Chris Taylor. He was a ground out
Yeah.
victim last time up. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Taylor behind, 0-2 the count.
One of the keys to good pitching is attacking early in the count. That's 2 pitches, 2 swings, and an 0-2 count. Let's see if he goes right after him and tries to bury him here on the 3rd pitch.
The 0-2 once more is low and outside for a ball.
That's up.
This is
That's
swung
up.
on and popped up. Crossing into foul territory now behind third. Arenado will look this one in, and that's out number 2. Stepping in, Luis Delgado. He
Now
comes
that-
to the plate as the
the third
last
baseman.
chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th.
Delgado.
0-1 the count. And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight. The Dodgers down to their final strike. Now this crowd of over 38,000 on their feet. Now a swing and a miss on a pitch that tied him up in knots, and the ball game is over.
Well, just an excellent job right here closing this one out. He just collected the first save of his career. Got to start somewhere.
4-0 the score tonight. The Rockies jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. German Marquez earns his first win of the season. Walker Buehler
final
was
line
only
score
able
for
to
our
work
ball
4
game.
innings.
Your attention,
Jim
please.
Williams comes out
Now
of the bullpen to
for the
shut
Rockies.
things down here in the 9th.
Number 69. Yeah.
Stepping into the box, Jason
Williams.
Castro.
And you may notice the usual closer is not in the game here with the save opportunity on the table.
Yeah, he's worked a few days in a row, Matt, so we were told before the game by the skipper he wanted to avoid using him if possible. So that means they will look to close this thing out without him.
Hit hard up the middle. And this will make its way into center field for a base hit, and the leadoff man's aboard now to open the ninth.
Hey, excellent job right there, leading off the inning with a base hit. We got to keep this line moving. We cannot stop. Nobody can make an out. We have to find a way to put 2 men, maybe 3 men, put some pressure on this defense.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. Castro on at first, nobody out. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning. So a runner at first now with 1 away, and moving into bat next will be the speedy Andrew Toles. Trying to work that slider to the outer half, but it misses 1-0. 1-1 to the Dodgers leadoff man.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control of this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
Comes set and the 0-1. In the dirt, and now let's see. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. The Dodgers down to their final strike. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. Now this crowd of 36,000 plus come to their feet. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Now a cutter, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
Well, the tying run looms on deck, so keeping this guy off the base is essential. In danger of walking him right here, though.
And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
Swing, high drive, deep down the left field line. This ball is slicing, and this will find the wall deep in the corner. He pulls into second safely as a run also comes in to score, making it a 2-run ball game. Next up for Los Angeles, Cody Bellinger, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
That's what you call a challenge fastball right there, boys.
Four.
Now, meanwhile, this ball's going to get through, and that's a base hit. And that's going to bring in the run from third, and just like that, it's back to a 1-run ball game. Here's Jock Peterson now, and he always poses a threat, of course. One of the true superstars in the game today. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Down on the shins and missed with it. Ball 1.
Got to believe the manager didn't have this in mind when he went to the bullpen. This reliever's got to step up right here. It's starting to tickle a little bit after getting hit around early.
2 balls and a strike. Pulled toward right center field. He brings it in, and the Rockies bounce back here to take the finale and earn a split of this 4-game series as this one is over. A 1-run game, 6-5 the final today. Colorado.
Your attention,
Jim
please.
Williams takes the
Now
ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the
Number
door.
69. Good.
Here's Will Myers. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point.
Looking for base runners here as they're down 2 playing on the road. Not an easy thing to do, trying to score runs or bunch hits together off of a closer.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
He struck him out the 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
When your closer comes in and strikes out the first guy he faces, everyone on the team can kind of take a deep breath. Still have 2 more outs to get, but retiring that leadoff guy is always huge when you're trying to shut a game down.
No balls and 1 strike. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Well, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy. The last thing you're expecting is one right down the pipe, and unfortunately, he let that one go, and he'd like to have that pitch back to take a good swing at that one.
Looked like the sinker there dipped a little below the knees.
You know, something to keep in mind, they're really burning through that bullpen, and this is only the first game of the series. Definitely could have an impact on the rest of the series and maybe even the whole week ahead.
Well, you're usually in this situation looking for a bloop and a blast. He didn't want to bloop it, and he hit a missile, bringing the tying run to the plate. Let's see if they can capitalize.
And he misses inside with that one, ball 1. Looks at a sinker there that drops in 1-1. Hedges leads off first with 1 away. And that fastball's too much for him there, 1-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. The next 1-2 pitch. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And a big sigh of relief on the mound as that nearly tied it, but this ball is fouled. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And this one gets away. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. The 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Jeez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
1 ball, no strikes to count. A little over anxious that time as it's a ball and a strike. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening. San Diego down to their final strike. And he strikes him out to end it here as they were able to get the possible tying run to the plate but could not cash in. 4-2 the final score tonight. Colorado led this game from Jim Williams comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th. Here's Billy Hamilton standing in. And Dan, he and his fellow top of the order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
Trying to bunt here, but this winds up hitting him. And they're going to say that he went after it. A strange strike, too. And it's fouled away. fouled off.
He's just having a hard time putting this guy away. 4 foul balls in this AB. I don't think this pitcher has got something that he can get a swing and a miss on.
Another one sent foul. The 0-2 once more. Lifted down the line in left. And no one will track it down. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Speeding for second goes Hamilton. He's around second now as they're still searching for it out there. And he's going to make it safely. And a great start to the ninth as it's a leadoff triple.
And in the ninth inning, every team's goal is to bring that tying run to the plate, and he does that here. But I got to tell you, a single or a double would have done the trick, too. That was risky trying to stretch that thing, but it ended up working out in the end.
Hey, I have no problem with that take right there. Reliever coming in. You haven't seen this guy for a while. Gives yourself a chance to calibrate what he's got.
Swing and a liner. And he has delivered one of the biggest at-bats of the afternoon as he cashes in with a base hit. Now batting, Manny Machado. They'll be looking for something he can drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. In there, now the throw is not close as he's in there with a stolen base. The 0-1 delivery. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Herrera leads off second with nobody out. Stays alive, still 0-2. Working for the punch out and
1-1-1.
Oh, that hit him. Let's hope he's okay. But he is able to recover as he gets the out at first. One away now. Here's Will Myers. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind it because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
1-1 the count. The 1-1 is laid off for ball 2. 1-run game here in the top of the ninth. 2-2.
2-2.
Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Ready with another 2-2. Full count, 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
And he struck him out. And wouldn't this be something if he could work out of this with that 1-run lead still in check? Striding in, Eric Hosmer, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third.
Yeah, and this is the guy for me. I think this is the guy in the clubhouse that the guys truly gravitate towards. The total package of Eric Hosmer's game is really special.
Love that pitch. As long as you actually get it inside like he did right there, the cutter inside is a very effective pitch.
And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Well, you don't want to get caught looking for the final out. That's a tough pitch to lay off. Impressive that he did.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. And now this crowd, a bit over 30,000 strong, comes to their feet. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2.
This is exactly the reason why this guy has been so successful and has played this game so long, scrambling pitch after pitch, making this guy work out on the mound.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Lifted the other way to left center. On the run is Dahl. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Yeah, he does surrender 1 run, so it wasn't a flawless performance. But in this game, you don't have to be perfect.
Ladies and
Jim
gentlemen,
Williams
your
takes the
attention,
ball
please.
now in inning number
Now
9,
pitching
looking to
for
close the door.
Colorado, number 69, Jim Williams.
In is Christian Yelich. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Leading
First
off
delivery
for the
to him
Brewers,
on the way.
the right fielder.
Fastball
Christian
just misses. That's ball 1.
Yelich.
This is the big out to get right here. This is their best hitter. He's a great hitter, and he's a guy that kind of spark plug. He gets this team going. So if I'm on the mound right now, you really want to try to get this guy out to hopefully keep them from getting a potential big inning started.
Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. That's lifted the other way out to left.
Waiting on it is Dahl.
And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw.
The third baseman.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Shaw.
And that one right down Main Street.
Well, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy. The last thing you're expecting is one right down the pipe, and unfortunately, he let that one go, and he'd like to have that pitch back to take a good swing at that one.
Digging in and looking for more, Carlos Arturo. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. And this one's on the inside corner, 1-1.
One of my favorite pitches in the game right there. The old Greg Maddux equalizer. Started at the front hip and bring it back.
That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. Williams stands 6'2" and throws from the right side. He was a 17th round pick back in the draft of 2019.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Yeah, that's what you want to do when you're playing on the road. Take it right to the home squad and get a win.
Jim Williams enters the game here an inning later than usual as he'll try to close this one out in the 10th.
Yeah.
Leading off the inning, Carmine Reyes, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Looks like a tall order trying to tie or take the lead against this guy who leads the league in saves. Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a laser off into foul territory. Now another 1-2. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. One away.
Your attention,
Ben
please.
Gamble will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 16, Ben Gamble.
In there for strike one. And he popped him up over toward the left side of the infield. And that'll take care of the pinch hitter here for out number 2. Digging in now for the Brewers, Victor Fernandez, who looked to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
The Brewers down to their final strike. Swing and a liner. And that is in there for a 2-out base knock. Good work in a pitcher's count to get on base and keep the inning alive.
And if you're the manager, you've got to love that about your team. They were down to their last strike, but they refused to go down without a fight, so they lived to fight some more.
First baseman.
And too high with the cut fastball. It's 1-0 now. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. A dive, and he knocks it down. And not really much of a chance to recover there as he'll reach first on what undoubtedly will be scored as an infield single.
Now batting, right fielder.
In is Christian Yelich, and he's about as dangerous as they come. Without a doubt, he's one of the true icons in the sport today. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. First pitch sinker misses in on the hands that time. It's a ball and no strikes.
You can tell he's starting to get frustrated out there. He's not usually used to getting knocked around the yard a little bit. And you can tell he's starting to feel for it.
The set and the 1-1. No contact there, and it's 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
No doubt, some saves come easier than others, and I know this all too well. They're really making wrapping this thing up a difficult task.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Throw in time, and the ball game is over.
Hey, it took them an extra frame to do it, but hey, they're not going to complain as they lock up a nice road victory here in 10 innings.
A 1-run finish, 4-3.
A pitching coach offers support to a player coming off a bit of a rocky outing.
Jim Williams enters the game here an inning later than usual as he'll try to close this one out in the 10th.
Yeah. Williams.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. Now the Dodgers get a right-hander up and throwing in their bullpen.
Balls up. Balls
Popped him up. Walters has a play. He's got it one away. Stepping in, Jason Castro. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far.
Jason Castro.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Bases are empty, one man out. 1-1 to Jason Castro. And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike 2. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
This is a pitch I think we'll see a lot from him in this game. The cutter darting in on the hitters in the opposite batter's box. It can be a real effective pitch when it's located well, and that one was right there.
Lays off 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And 2-0 as this one's taken low. 2-0 count. The pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. After it is Marte. And he tracks it down. And this ball game is over.
Wow, that's a rarity. A 1-0 game in baseball these days. Both of these pitchers pitched awfully well. It's a shame one of them had to lose this game.
And that one run held up tonight. 1-0. Jim Williams comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th.
Number 69.
Into the box now, Andrew Toles. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Not an easy thing to do to score off the game's elite closers, but down by 1 at home, you've got a chance with that last at bat.
The windup and the 0-1. And he takes a pitch right down the middle.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
Swing and a liner. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So the Dodgers get their leadoff hitter on base to kick off the inning. So coming to the plate, Corey Seager. They'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Strike one to start the at-bat. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Man, you don't see this in today's game that much. A guy who's willing to work east-west consistently with a great cutter two-seamer combo.
So we got him swinging. Corey Seager is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. He's set. Here it comes. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Tolles, a runner at first with one gone in the inning. Strike called. Now the throw down. Not in time. He's in there at second. Here comes another 0-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The next 0-2. And he fouls this one off. Runner at second here with one man out. That misses. 1-2. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Looking for the K. Here's the pitch. And he'll try to hold back, but he won't be able to, as that's ruled a swing, and there are two away now. Here's Jock Peterson now, and he always poses a threat, of course. One of the true superstars in the game today.
Peterson.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike one. The Dodgers down to their final strike. Two out here and a runner at second. Ball hit on the ground. Throw to first here will be in time for the final out, and the Rockies make it 6 straight victories now as this one is over. And tonight's one-run game comes to an end. Jim Williams takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
69.
Striding in to start the ninth, Kike Hernandez, and they'll need him to get something going here. Third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch taken, and that one catches the bottom part of the strike zone.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1. There's a breaking ball that couldn't quite catch the inside. This is line to left. Dahl is there, and that's not the start to the bottom of the ninth this crowd was hoping for. One away. That'll bring in Austin Barnes. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one.
Austin Barnes.
Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here. 0-1. One out, nobody on. Well hit to right, but a foul ball. And that is swung on and missed, and things are starting to look bleak here for the home nine. There are 2 away now. Andrew Tolles will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Fastball off the plate away for ball 1. He's ready for his first at bat of this early season contest. 2 balls and no strikes. 2-0 pitch is a cutter that's in on the knuckles, and it's 3-0.
Time to narrow your focus up there at the plate. In a one-run game, he doesn't want to walk it, so there's a good chance he's going to get something to handle right here.
And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game. First offering on its way. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. And there's a called strike 2, as now they're down to their final strike this afternoon. The Dodgers down to their final strike. And he goes up the ladder on him, but he lays off 1-2. And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. And he'll make the catch to put an end to this one. And the Rockies continue the roll they've been on. 7 straight victories now as this ball game is over.
The final line score for the ball game this afternoon for the victorious.
Like, what's the deal? And the other 3 people seemed to know what was going on, and I felt like an outsider. And I'm saying, like, what's going on? I wish I was around there the last few weeks. Well, I don't know what happened, but yesterday we started practicing, and I just like, well, something. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the deal? And the other 3 in the room seemed to know what was going on, and I felt like an outsider. And I'm saying, like, what's going on? I wish I was around there the last few weeks. Well, I don't know what happened, but yesterday.
Ladies and
Jim
gentlemen,
Williams
your
comes
attention,
out of the
please.
bullpen to shut
Now
things
pitching
down
for
here
the
in the
Rockies,
ninth.
Number 69.
Leading off the inning,
Yeah.
Billy Hamilton, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Hey, it's never easy scoring runs against a closer, but this lineup is setting up perfectly right now as the leadoff hitter leads off this inning.
Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. To short. Story brings it in. Throw pulls the first baseman off the bag. Into the box now, Rico De La Rosa. And Dan, what's the plan of attack here for the guy on the mound?
Well, I think they have to go right after him. He's pretty unlikely to take you deep, but if you allow him to get on base, the chances of him scoring and tying this game become a lot greater.
Count even now at 1-1. The 1-1 is in there for strike number 2. Nobody out, runner on first. And he struck out again. That's the third time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
1-0 the count. Grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. This is line to left. Dahl is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
No balls and a strike to count. And this will be a called strike 2, and trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight. San Diego down to their final strike. Tried to get him to chase the cutter there, a ball and 2 strikes. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Fouled away. The 1-2.
1-1-1.
First. And a sliding attempt at first, but this sneaks by him, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. Big spot here. First and second, 2 men gone. And standing in, here's the first baseman, Eric Hosmer. No balls and 1 strike. A ball and a strike to the Padres' first baseman.
No doubt, some saves come easier than others, and I know this all too well. They're really making...
But this is taken in as a perfect metaphor to end this one, as that ball was hit hard, but the ball game is over. 7-5.
A pitcher is encouraged to keep looking for improvement.
Your
Jim
attention, please.
Williams enters from the pen now as they've saved their closer until
Number
this deep
69.
into extra innings.
Yeah. Williams.
Here's Tommy LaStella now, attempting to, as they say, get off the schneid here. 0 for 5 so far. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Now the 1-0 is in there for strike 1. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage of it.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Got him to go down swinging there. Tommy LaStella becomes the first out of the inning. Next to bat for the Giants, Alan Henson. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And that's in there for strike 1. Still only 1 out in the inning. Oh, good spot on the black for strike 2. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. Chris Shaw, the next to take a turn at the plate. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Not the ideal spot to be right here. 2-0 count on a real good hitter. Boy, you're going to have to make some really good pitches now.
The count now at 2-1. Now the 2-1. And this pitch is hit foul off to the left and out of play. So the count goes to 2-2 now. The 2-2. Skied into straightaway right. Laureano is there. And that's the 3rd out. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. In now for Colorado, Jim Williams. And here's an at-bat you don't want to miss. The pop is something to see, so will have to be dealt with carefully here. First delivery to him on the way. Good slider there, and he gets ahead of him 0-1.
I think he just subscribed to the swing hard in case you hit it philosophy of hitting. As a pitcher, why not? Better than standing up there like you've never held a bat before.
Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
You see a guy taking swings like this. I think as a pitcher right here, you got to expand the zone even more.
Here's the 0-2. And that indeed is a pitcher up there, as he's not even close at that one and becomes out number 1. 7-5 how today's comes to an end. Reyes Maranta claims the win out of the pen, his first. Jim Williams takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door. Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. He's been hit by a pitch and walked in the game thus far.
Tough situation, down 1 here on the road, trying to score off one of the game's top closers. They've got their work cut out for them.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the brake, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
And it's fouled away. The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3. So the leadoff man gone to start the top of the 9th as we take a look at league saves leaders entering play. And as you can see there on the graphic, he's off to a hot start, leading the NL in that category here for the first month of the season. Off the plate and low here, ball 1. One-run game here in the top of the 9th. 1-0 home. Now a ball hit towards Story at short. Scooped up on to first, and that means the Cardinals are down to their final out now. Cardinals are down to their final out now. And into bat next will be Tyler O'Neill. Here's a cold strike about thigh high. 0-1.
Hey, you can tell by the look on that manager's face, he's obviously frustrated right now. But it's a long season. You're going to have a lot of ebbs and flows with your offense.
Throw to first here will be in time for the final out, and the Rockies will put an end to their 3-game skid as this ball game is over.
Hey, a great win for these guys as they wrap up another one, but a little bit of a sour note, though. Everyone has to head home.